Trinidad Chambliss has gotten a 6th year of eligibility. This was granted by a judge in Mississippi, where a lawsuit has been playing out between Trinidad Chambliss and the NCAA. The issue at hand comes from Trinidad's 2nd year at Ferris State. The facts of the case are that Trinidad Chambliss was dealing with chronic tonsillitis during his 2nd season at Ferris State. He opted for medication instead of surgery, but it kept lingering, kept coming back, and he was out for the whole year, not suiting up for a game. The NCAA has argued that Trinidad Chambliss was practicing during the season, but let's be honest, there's a big difference between being ready to practice football and ready to go full speed in a game of football. Trinidad Chambliss testified that he was told by Ferris State that he was medically redshirted in his 2nd season, and you can even find broadcasts online of the announcers during Ferris State games talking about how Trinidad was medically redshirted in his 2nd season. NCAA has said that there was no documentation for a request for a medical redshirt, which you do have to request and get approved, and that you can't retroactively go back to past seasons and apply for a medical redshirt. It has to be done that year. There's a caveat to that. Now, this gets a little confusing, but to keep it simple, at the D2 level, you don't really have to submit paperwork for a medical redshirt. You just announce you're medically redshirting, go as a part-time student, and you're good to go, practically pausing your eligibility. Which brings us to this year, where Trinidad Chambliss has applied to be medically redshirted retroactively to 2022 3 different times and has been denied all 3 times. Which brings us to this lawsuit, where the judge ruled that the NCAA cannot make Trinidad Chambliss ineligible while this lawsuit is going on, and these lawsuits take forever. Remember the Diego Pavia lawsuit from last year that allowed him to play this year? That's just finishing right now. So Trinidad Chambliss will almost certainly be able to play because the lawsuit will not finish in time for the start of the season. The NCAA did release a statement after this ruling, kind of long. The important part is down here at the bottom, where it says the patchwork of state laws and inconsistent conflicting court decisions make partnering with Congress essential. The reason that this is important is because this is one of the least egregious eligibility court cases that we've seen. We've seen guys get 9th years of playing that graduated high school in 2018 that are still playing, and the NCAA is allowing them to play. In this case, the NCAA is acknowledging that Trinidad could have gotten a medical redshirt had they just applied at the right time, when you don't have to apply for it as a D2 school. It's really just a case that the NCAA was not going to win, and you look and say, well, why did they try so hard? Why did they really sink their teeth into this one and scratch and claw their way to not allow Trinidad to play? Which brings us to this statement where the NCAA brings up Congress and the patchwork of state laws, and I think that the NCAA is trying to signal, see guys, we can't do what we're trying to do, we need a law from Congress. They're just trying to get these guys to help create a national framework to use in these eligibility cases. And in that framework, they would almost certainly address the NIL deals that are going on right now. But let me know in the comments, should Trinidad have been given another year? I think he should have. He played in D2 where they didn't submit the paperwork because they didn't have to, but he was medically out that year. And make sure to like and follow if you like college football content.